Hello everyone, this is Soaring Majesty. Welcome to part 2 of the admin from the last Minecrafter series. Exuma awoke in a different realm. Everything was brighter and cleaner. He saw Soaring holding out his hand. I'm going to kill my brother, Soaring told him, but now I can tell you guys my secret plan. He helped Exuma up, and they met everyone else at the pavilion. It was a Greek structure, and everyone was amazed. Is this the Aether? Asked Corrales. I thought it would be in our world. Used to be, said Soren. The Minecraft gods moved it so that we could never be with them when we were alive. Now that we are dead, we can see them. What's your plan? Zim asked. We talked to a god, said Soren. Soren went to the palace and knocked on the door. It opened and he heard a voice. I have waited for you, young hero, said the goddess. You have fought bravely in this war. I can't be done. Soren told her, my brother has complete control of the worlds. I have to stop him. In time, the goddess said, you must train your soul in vigorous combat. Your allies have helped you along the way, but you must do this on your own. Soren looked at Exuma. He couldn't abandon his friends, knowing that they were the ones that helped him defeat every enemy they've ever faced. We'll cheer from the sidelines, Exuma told him. It's your time to shine. Soren understood. He faced the goddess and knelt. I'm ready, he said. The goddess sent a bolt of energy, and Soren felt an immense wave of power. He stood up and swiped his sword at a mountain. A chunk of the mountain fell off. Soren stared in disbelief. I'm that powerful? He asked the goddess. Use this power to defeat your brother, the goddess told him. I sense that your brother has tapped into more lethal energies. Go, now! The goddess opened a portal, and Soren went in. Soren came out of the portal to one of his old bases, but it changed. The wall that kept the amethyst blocks from seeping out into the rest of the world had broken down. His buildings were torn down. Creatures of the night were roaming around during the daytime. Soren walked into his starter home and found a book. Dear Soren, if you are alive somehow, I'm surprised. I am shocked to see that you stumbled upon this book. You now know that your world is now mine. The creatures you will see will roam during the day as well as night. I have also summoned a white-eyed surprise for you, your brother Zarin. Thorim dropped the book and ran out of the house. He looked at the top of his torn-down mineshaft house and saw Herobrine. He disappeared and appeared in front of him. Thorin took out his sword, and Herobrine backed away. Not here to kill you, said Herobrine. Your brother is really not the kind of person that I take orders from. Then why are you here? Thorin asked. Herobrine took out a device and set it down. It showed spike in powers in different locations. I tracked your brother yesterday, he told him. It is linked with very powerful, dark energy. I was then told to track your energy and saw light energy surrounding you. I am tasked with helping the light energy rather than the dark energy. He's planning something, isn't he? Soren asked Herobrine. That I cannot say, Herobrine said somberly. While I walked in the shadows of man, your brother traveled with them, trained with them, learned from their bows and swords, till one day he slaughtered them like animals. Who told you who banished him from this realm? Soren wondered this for a moment. It was the Creator, he said, until he left. But the Creator created Zarin, said Herobrine. He also created Irene the goddess and Hades the corruptor. I was there when he did that. I was supposed to be by Irene's side when everything fell apart. The Creator abandoned his work and left Hades to be set free. Your brother Zarin isn't your brother. He is a corruption of the system that must be stopped at all costs. Irene gave you a new set of powers. It is time you use them. Soren looked at his hands and shot a plasma bolt out of them. Herobrine looked at the trees that were soldered in flames. Time to get to work, he said. Zarin flew to Hades' corrupt castle and thrusted his new sword downwards. He then gasped and fell to his knees. I did what you asked, master, he stammered. I gave you my body for 16 years. I can make you a new body. His eyes turned black and he growled, the voice of Hades coming out of his voice. Silence, fool. Hades growled. I have wasted enough years of you groveling. It's time I take matters into my own hands. I am doing you a favor. Yes, master, Zarin cried. Hades picked up the sword. I am, however, Hades growled in pleasure, pleased with your craftsmanship. The way you made my sword into a new work of art. Magnificent. If you are able to make me a new body, I want you to be my weapons specialist. Thank you, Zarin said. Now to reawaken my army, Hades said. Black ooze came out of Zarin's hands and seeped into the dark grass. Hades' corrupt army rose once again. Hades' laugh could be heard throughout the land. Herobrine and Sorin were training when Herobrine heard Hades' laugh. Herobrine summoned his sword and Sorin stopped training. What's up? Sorin asked. We got trouble. Herobrine said, I fear that Hades is back. That's impossible, Sorin exclaimed. The crafters destroyed his soul. Herobrine closed his eyes. He sensed two souls coming from the east. Brace yourself, he said. They raised their weapons and saw Zarin. Hello, brother, said Zarin. I guess you can't stay dead. Zarin lowered his weapon a bit. How did you find me? He asked. You're not the only one with a guardian with you, Zarin said. For 16 years, I have had someone traveling with me. You might even recognize the voice. Zarin's head turned. Hades' voice came out. Hello, little hero, Hades growled. What a pleasant surprise. Zarin and Herobrine gripped their swords tightly. I see you're displeased to see me, growled. No matter. Both will be dead. And I'll be the ruler of Minecraft. No, you won't be, Zarin said, 'cause I'm here. Zarin, no! Yelled Herobrine. Zarin charged at Hades and shot him with a plasma bolt. Zarin and Hades gasped in pain. Zarin's body fell to the ground, but they could still hear Hades laughing. I can't be killed, Hades roared. He was just a vessel. Now my true phase will begin. Hades vanished, and Zarin fell to his knees. What have I done? Zarin asked himself. Herobrine rushed to Zarin. Lost a lot of blood, Herobrine told him. It's odd though, your healing properties aren't working. Zarin coughed up blood and looked at Herobrine. Just a risk when you're carrying the biggest corruption of the whole Minecraft universe, said Zarin. Zarin approached Zarin. I'm sorry that I lied about bringing your brother, said Zarin. The less you knew about your mission, the better. You were actually a brother, said Zarin. Now time for you to rest. Zarin nodded and stared at the sky. Herobrine and Zarin watched as Zarin disappeared into code. What'll happen to him? Zarin asked. Something tells me that he'll get into Minecraft's paradise, Herobrine said. He actually was living a double life. Even though he was in darkness, the darkness was Hades for 16 years. I have only discovered in his dying minutes that he was light. Zarin looked at the ground and saw that Zarin had left a book. He grabbed it and opened it. Dear Zarin, if you are reading this, or if one of your crafter friends is reading this, then it means I am dead. My death actually means the end of Minecraft as we know it. I have kept Hades' soul trapped within me for 16 years, price to pay in dealing with corruption. I have kept this secret hidden from you so that you wouldn't worry about me. You have so much to learn in so little time. Irene and Herobrine will tell you everything after this book. Farewell, Zarin. Zarin looked up at Herobrine, who gulped. You knew, didn't you? Zarin asked him. We swore an oath not to get you involved, said Herobrine. Irene stated you were not ready. The crafters are another level than you. I have defeated Hades, yelled Sorin. I also defeated a werewolf that was terrorizing this realm. You also had help, Herobrine stated. In order for you to be ready, you must defeat a foe without help. So are we just bringing out back everyone? Sorin asked. Only the ones with true knowledge of Hades, said Herobrine. Herobrine opened a portal and 5 crafters came out. They all looked around and saw Sorin. Sorin, Eurostream said. How are we alive? No time to explain, said Sorin. Hades is back. Wait, my father is alive? Eve exclaimed. This goes against all regulations. We'll need the most powerful weapons to defeat him. Agreed, sister, said Testive. But how are we going to get those weapons? Block City has the weapons, said Rage. I could get us there. Exuma, said Sorin. What do you think of all of this? They turned to Exuma. This is a dangerous mission, said Exuma. I've grown old these past years. I've seen too much bloodshed than any crafter should have seen in this realm. If we're going to save Minecraft, then we're going to have to get the right equipment. This means some of us are going to have to go to the end dimension. Everyone stared at each other. No one's gone there in 16 years, said Rage. Not since the update. Ever since the Ender Dragon and the Enderman left, said Eurostream, things have gone very bad. I'll go, said Sorin. Sorin, said Herobrine. That place is dangerous. Only a skilled crafter can survive there. I'll make it back, said Sorin. I promise. Sorin teleported, leaving everyone in the fields. All right, said Herobrine, who's making the run to Block City. I'm going, said Rage. I know it, and I would like Testive to go with me. Rage and Testive got in a truck and headed north. Eurostream, could you help me with potions? Asked Eve. Yeah, said Eurostream. Eve made a makeshift tent, and they went inside. I'll do a sweep around the perimeter, said Exuma. Make sure you radio with me every 5 minutes, said Herobrine. Exuma left, and Herobrine stared at the sky. This is the only team that can stand against Hades, Irene, said Herobrine. I just hope it's enough. And that is end of part 2 of The Admin. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss an upload. But in the meantime, this is Soaring Majesty signing off.